Good evening, everyone. Severe Weather Team 9 meteorologist Nathan Judd here with a look at your weather update. We're going to be tracking some fog tonight, so be prepared for that for the morning commute. Can be dense, at least in some spots. That can slow you down a little bit as you're trying to get to your destination tomorrow morning. Outside of some fog, but tomorrow mainly dry, but at the end of the day, that's when that next round of rain will be arriving. Temperatures still mild tomorrow. We're still likely well in the 50s, and as warm as these temperatures trended today and yesterday, I think there's that potential for especially some of these warm spots that could even near that 60-degree mark. So I certainly think that is going to be possible as we do look ahead, extend into tomorrow afternoon. So we have one more mild day, and from there, then temperatures are going to start to drop back down on us as we do extend to the weekend, and we'll likely see those temperatures then drop even as we look ahead going into the weekend, drop back into the 30s by Sunday. So that'll be our cold day. Outside of that, it's more chilly from Thursday into Saturday with highs back in the 40s. But if you like these mild days, there is one day ahead for tomorrow. And the good news is, if you like them, while they disappear for several days, by the middle of next week, we're right back in the 50s. So certainly a share of mild days looking ahead going throughout the next week. So our current temperatures right now are falling from the 50s back in the 40s. It's going to be cold tonight with some clearing in our skies. Not only does it allow for areas of fog to develop, that's also going to allow those temperatures to likely fall back in the 30s. And again, we're likely getting closer to even that freezing mark by tomorrow morning. This is coming off of high temperatures around the mid-upper 50s today. So these temperatures, as warm as they trended today, which is warmer than was anticipated. That's why I say I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be some 60-degree readings tomorrow afternoon, as it's going to be likely even a bit milder tomorrow with respect to what we had for today. In terms of these 50-degree days we've had so far for this month, this marks the 5th. We're on our way to our 6th tomorrow, but that is really a far cry from the last couple of years. We have had a couple of very warm Februarys. If you think back to what we had last year and especially 2023, just look how many days we had with those temperatures 50 plus, 13 last year, 20 just 2 years ago. That is almost outrageous, I think, to say when you're spending half, if not the most of the entire month of February, 50 plus. That is certainly does not scream winter, does it? And of course, we all know how mild the past couple of winters have been, and just another statistic here of a testament to how much more seasonable this winter has been. And more specifically, we're talking here February as well. And of course, we had coming off of a cold stretch that's certainly reminding us of it being winter last week. Not so much here for this week with a milder pattern in place. But certainly overall, this month has been much more seasonable with respect to the last 2 years. And we have to go back. The last time we had this low of amount, we have to go back to 2021. So in 2022, we still had 9 days. And we're not going to reach that. We're going to be 6. So we have to go back to 2021. That's the last time that we had less than 9 50-plus days in the month of February, and we had 3 in 2021. So I know it's even more than that, but we even had 9. We even managed 9 in 2022, and we're not going to reach that. One more day, though, here as we look ahead into the end of the month where we'll see temperatures 50 plus. So clouds and radar across the area. We've dealt with some of these lingering rain showers going throughout this evening, and that they're coming to an end now. We're going to be spending, again, the night dry. We're going to watch for some clearing, and we're going to be watching for some fog. That fog likely going to be the bigger story of what we see as we go through the night, as we'll watch for, which can be dense. We'll watch for it developing later tonight, likely even after midnight tonight, and you'll see just how widespread that fog can be. And yes, it can bring visibility down to less than a quarter of a mile, at least in some spots. I wouldn't be surprised if there is that potential for a dense fog advisory. Now, you can see a lot of low-level clouds in the mix as well, so this could very well be even depicting maybe too much fog and just depicting more very low-level cloud cover in addition to some areas of fog. But I would certainly say that it can at least be dense in spots, so I would say that you may want to allow yourself a little extra time to get to your destination as we do extend through tomorrow morning's commute, as that area area of some dense fog. That low visibility can certainly slow you down a bit as you're getting to your destination tomorrow morning. That fog will lift and give way to an increase in cloud cover for the afternoon. You'll notice we spend much of the day dry, but we fast forward going towards the evening. This is when that following round of rain will move into the region. Now, the greatest chance of rain as we extend towards the evening will likely remain at the locations closer to and north of I-70. So south of I-70, you may very well stay dry until we get into Wednesday night, as a lot of that rain, I think, initially is mainly along north of I-70 for the evening, but you'll notice then at night that it'll encompass all of the area, and we could very well even get a thunderstorm in the mix. It's not a great chance, but there is that possibility with these rain showers from as we go through tomorrow night. You notice by early Thursday morning that a lot of it tapers off, and we're getting into a situation really similar to today, where a lot of what we've had going throughout the course of today will likely repeat again for your Thursday, just in terms of it being dry for most of the day, right? I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of rain around during the daytime Thursday. Still can't rule out a few showers, much like what we have for today, but I think it's going to be very hit or miss from what we see going throughout the day Thursday. We can see a bit of an uptick in activity for at least a brief period of time then going into Thursday night, and this is as temperatures are going to start to drop, and yes, we can see some snow showers then later Thursday night into Friday morning. I don't think this is amounting to much. If anything, for snow accumulation, it looks on the lower order of little or none. Maybe some slick spots into Friday morning's commute, but this is just nothing that seems that impactful coming our way going into Friday morning. But, at least use some caution for the potential for slick spots. We will drop below freezing into Friday morning, but just not a whole lot of snow to begin with. But we certainly could see some flakes in the mix before these showers taper off by Friday morning's commute. But again, thankfully, nothing that looks to be of a big impact coming our way with the snow showers that we can have into Friday. That looks to be, by the way, our one and only period for that potential for some snow showers, even as we go throughout this weekend. That would be late Thursday night, early Friday morning. So to break down that probability of precipitation to get more of a time period basis, again, even leading up to just 4 o'clock into the late afternoon hours, that's when a shower starts to turn possible, but there's certainly no guarantee, even continuing up to about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, getting towards the evening, yes, this is when we'll likely see those scattered showers. Getting closer to around this time tomorrow, we will likely be dealing with those scattered showers, and I think the increase in coverage will become more numerous then as we lead up closer towards midnight. So we'll see an uptick in that activity, and we'll pick up the bulk of this precipitation likely developing early tomorrow night and then continuing into the second half of the night before a lot of it then tapers off by early Thursday morning. So it's one of those situations where more hour by hour that chance of rain's picking up throughout the day tomorrow, especially more hour by hour for the afternoon, I should say, not necessarily for the morning. I don't think we're dealing with any precipitation through midday, but, more hour by hour through the afternoon and evening, those chances of rain are picking up as we look ahead into early tomorrow night. And like I mentioned, that probability of thunderstorms, it's there. It's not great, but it is there. There is that potential for a thunderstorm that we could see tomorrow night. Again, not a great chance, but nonetheless, it's there. We may get a rumble of thunder within some of those showers. Some of those heavier cells, yes, we could see a thunderstorm in the mix for tomorrow. But thankfully, in terms of the rainfall amounts, much like when we discussed the potential for snow amounts, the rainfall amounts, it's the same story as in likely nothing impactful. So thankfully, rainfall amounts look to stay light enough where flooding's not a concern. We're likely on the order of about 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch total precipitation from that period of Wednesday evening all the way through Thursday night. That's likely the total precipitation right in that rough range, about 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch. We have that potential for total precipitation during that stretch. By this weekend, then we will be drying back up. By Friday, again, we're drying back up. That'll carry over for the most part this weekend, maintaining that chance for a shower Friday night to Saturday. It's not much. Maybe they sneak in a shower, but still looking mostly dry the weekend. And then by Sunday, with respect to what we're having here for the second half of the week, and again this weekend, that it's just ironic that the day we're likely spotting the most sunshine, it's going to be the coldest into Sunday. That's our cold day with highs back in the 30s. And then by Monday, still a lot of sunshine continues. Temperatures will rebound back in the 40s. And then I think we're right back in the 50s going in the middle of next week. And that will mark a return then that following round of some rain showers into the middle of next week, where we have a good chance of them. Again, it's not a great chance for something developing Saturday, but it is possible. But the next chance, good chance, is likely around the middle of next week. Jamie Baker says, hello, Jamie Baker. Thanks for tuning in. Shelly says, thanks, Nathan. Have a great evening. Thank you. You as well. Do we ever get lows in single digits or zero in March? Kyle, I would not doubt if we have, but I'm sure it's extremely rare, and I had to get back to you. I know you asked that climatology question last time. I had to get back to you. I unfortunately don't know that off the top of my head again, but I certainly could do some digging for you, and I will let you know what the statistics are in single digits or 0-degree lows in March. Renee says, hi, hello. And Patty says, good evening. Good evening to you as well, Patty. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope you had a wonderful day. And again, watch for some fog going into tomorrow morning. And from there, watch for those rain showers moving in at the end of the day tomorrow. I'm sure we're going to be tracking those showers at this point tomorrow. Maybe we could even track a thunderstorm. Maybe. It's possible. We'll see. We'll see if we could track a thunderstorm, and we'll see if our highs don't get in the 60s either. I think it's going to be close. We'll see if we can maintain enough of that sunshine. If we can burn off this fog quick enough, maintain some of that sunshine in the afternoon. I wouldn't be surprised by it. It's just as warm as today was. We still got in the mid-upper 50s today. We saw a little bit of sun break out, not a whole lot, but it was enough. They still climbed well in the 50s. Certainly a warm day, a mild day across the Ohio Valley. I say warm relative to this time of the year, I guess, is a good way to put it. And certainly warm with respect to last week, right? As cold as it was last week. So thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it as always. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Join me right back here for more of a weather update tomorrow evening, as we'll be tracking those showers. Of course, make sure to stay tuned for the latest on those showers and some fog for the morning commute during News 9 Sunrise with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Exline. And you can catch me right back here coming up News 9 at 10 on Fox 9, News 9 tonight at 11. Have a good night, guys.